Maybe Christmas, he thought, doesn't come in a store. Maybe Christmas, perhaps, means a little bit more. Growing up, Christmas was always my favorite holiday. I loved everything about it. I loved the tree, I loved the music, I loved the food. And some of my most fond memories are being in the kitchen with my mom and making Spritz cookies with our antique cookie press. And of course, as a kid, I loved the joy of writing my letter to Santa and sending it off to the North Pole, and then the anticipation of wondering, would my Christmas wish come true? Christmas always seemed like magic to me, and I still believe in magic. But I know now that real magic comes from the heart. When my father got seriously ill, my mother struggled with depression, but I refused to let go of Christmas. I would pull out our vinyl record collection and put the Christmas music on in our living room, and I would goad my mother into decorating the tree. I would do anything for a laugh, including putting antlers on our dog, and I loved a good, funny Christmas movie. We would always watch A Christmas Story with Ralphie and his Red Ryder BB gun. And then my dad would tell us about the BB gun he actually had and how he did almost shoot his eye out. But it was Christmas 1990. And I was only 16, and I didn't think I had enough tools to make Christmas happen this year. My father's recliner in the living room sat empty. His death had left a giant hole in our family that we had no way of filling. This would be our first Christmas without him. Christmas was still going on around us. The shops were still bustling, Christmas music played, and people lined up to get their photo with Santa. But I couldn't figure out how the world could keep spinning when our world had been completely thrown off of its axis. But one thing that I've learned over the years is that sometimes the universe grants you with miracles in unexpected ways. Sometimes if you just lean in to what is, you are blessed with moments of absolute grace. And that's what happened to our family that year. My uncle gave us an unexpected gift. He gifted us with a Christmas. Did we want to join his family in Banff for Christmas? Came the voice on the other end of the telephone. We were given the most incredible gift. A hotel stay in Banff and a feast at the Banff Springs. Oh my God, I've never experienced anything like it before or after. But you know what? It wasn't the hotel and it wasn't the fine dining that I remember. To be honest, if you ask me today, I can't tell you what we ate. What I remember is the feeling of being swept up in someone else's family and being invited in to celebrate with them. We walked the streets of Banff and marveled at the twinkling lights. And at the Banff Springs, at the grand fireplace, they had a ceremony where they brought the Yule log in, and it was fabulous. But more than any of this, the feeling is what sticks with me. The feeling that we were part of something bigger than just the three of us. Where there had been tears, there was laughter, and there were hugs, and there were jokes, and there were games. I vividly remember a particularly cutthroat game of Monopoly where one of my cousins was stashing secret money that we referred to as butt money, and we laughed more than we laughed in months. What was behind this invitation was love and kindness, and that has stuck with me for my entire life and my brother's life as well. So much so that when my brother proposed to his wife, he chose that location in Banff to do it. One of my favorite authors, Glennon Doyle, encourages us to find ways to be kind and brave, and she tells us that we belong to each other. She writes, the only meaningful thing that we can give one another is love, not advice, not questions about our choices or suggestions for the future, just love. I know that we are all standing on the threshold of a really challenging Christmas. We're going to have a Christmas in the midst of a pandemic. And a lot of us are wondering, are we going to be separated from the people that we love? Are we going to be able to hold our loved ones in our arms? Well, what I know is this, that we are going to find ways, unique ways, to love and connect with one another and show kindness. Because love is the greatest gift that I have ever